Most of the stuff which we call exercise is fairly simple. It isn't that difficult to actually find something to do, to go for a walk, to go for a run, to lift some weights, to do some chin-ups, to do some push-ups, to perhaps throw a punch in the air or do a kick in the air or anything like this, which allows us to feel that our body is our own, which allows us to feel that it works, which allows us to feel that it's getting hotter, which allows us to feel that we're breathing harder, which allows us to feel that we're sweating, and all these things make us feel more alive. But more than that, those things give us the functionality which we need in order to enjoy life. That's the important thing. Now, essentially, what we're talking about here is not the physicality of exercise, but the mental aspects of it. How we think about what we do allows us to gain more from what we do. And I'm going to link to a couple of videos in the resource box on that, about things which I've spoken about in the past, which show that the mental visualization that we actually carry out allows us to gain more from the exercise. It allows us to become more powerful, stronger, faster, without actually exercising more. But what I'm going to talk about here is essentially the attention we pay to what we do. I know we all have busy lives. I know we all have a gazillion problems on our mind at any given time, on any given day. This is not going to go away. If we allow those problems to distract us from the little amount of exercise we actually carry out, well, then we are losing vital gains which we could have made if we hadn't allowed that to happen. And this is what I mean by this. There are studies on this that show that directional attention, our ability to focus on what we do. So if we're lifting weights, for example, we follow the movement all the way through, we visualize it in our heads, our attention is focused on what we do. If we're running, we revel in the fact that we're using our body to transport ourselves in three-dimensional space under our own energy. If we're throwing punches and kicks in the air, we sort of visualize a combat scenario in our favorite anime perhaps, and that allows us to feel more of what we do. Sure, if we do it blindly without thinking, I can put on some music in my ears, I can shut my eyes and do some stuff. My body will still move, I will still exercise, but scientifically, it has been proven I won't get the same benefits as if I was completely aware of what I'm doing and I sort of did it 100%. I was emotionally present. Why is that, you're going to ask? Well, essentially because the brain prioritizes resources based on what it perceives to be important to us at the time. So if you're studying for an exam, for instance, you can cut out, and that exam is important to you, you can cut out all distractions. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. You're going to focus on that. You're going to learn what you need to learn because it is really, really important to you. If you're just trying to learn something just for learning's sake in the same distracting environment, you won't be as successful because simply your brain doesn't prioritize the attention in the way that you need to, and the centers of your brain don't work the same way. It's the same with exercise. The moment you prioritize it by paying attention to what you're doing, you're gaining more out of it because the body perceives it as important. The brain allocates resources and we gain more physically. So if you're going to exercise for 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour, or even for 1, 2, or 3 minutes, pay attention to what you do. It doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter if you think it's really well done or it's half done because you're not as good just yet, or you're tired, or whatever. Pay attention to it. Be there for yourself in that instant. And what you'll see is you're going to get better results back. These are the important things about fitness that not many other people talk about. These are the things which we don't often think about. We think about what to do, but we don't think about the internal aspects of what we're doing. So if you start thinking about them, you get more out of them, they become better, you become better, and it becomes a little bit easier. I hope this helps. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all next time.